All right, so you're ready to record your first podcast. Do you have a microphone? Who's going to distribute for you? Do you have a studio? What about the editing? All right, everyone relax because I think I have the answer. Anchor app. Yeah, Anchor. It's free. They distribute Spotify, Apple, many more. There's creation tools that allow you to edit and create your podcast from your phone, your laptop, or your personal computer. And the best thing of all, girl, you can make money no matter how many listeners you have. So the answer is simple. Get Anchor. Anchor FM app. Go find it now. Tell them a seat at the table sent you. Hey, how you doing? Let me fix my audio. Okay, so, all right. Everyone, relax. Calm your tits. Everyone, calm your tits. I know we're like salivating at the mouth. Now you know where you're at. You didn't just happen upon this place. No, you are tuned in and pulled up for an all-new episode of A Seat at the Table podcast. There's always, mostly, sometimes, a seat for you. You guys, you can find us on Instagram, A Seat at the Table Pod, all one word. You can find me on Twitter at Gail Z. Hurst or at Galanda Adams, same thing. Okay, now that we've got that out the way, because I know where you want to go first, bitch. Okay. How are you? How you doing? How's your mom? How's your dad? How's your tits? Oh, that's so awesome. That's awesome. Oh, Buford, it's so good to see you. I have some tea this morning that should let you know what's going on. I just couldn't do coffee. And I've been finding myself, because honestly, for real, what does it matter? Before I drink coffee in the morning to get me going, to jumpstart my day, jolt me, if you will. But who cares what time of day it is now? So I have been having coffee in the afternoons because, whatever. And I've been having tea in the morning. I know. That's so grown up of me and shit. I know. So, and drinking tea correctly is a process. You're not going to just get your tea, and just put the bag in there and have a nice day. You should be steeping it and, giving it some time so the flavor is all that. And a bag of chips. The purple bag, of course, of Doritos. Okay, so. Okay, so where shall we start? Oh, so much. First of all, how are you doing right now? Seriously, how are you doing? Are you losing it? Are you chill? I know, everyone's favorite bag right now is I'm an introvert anyway, so this is, so much fun for me. But, listen, all I'm going to say is the girls out here, they're hungry. The nasty girl apps are, excuse me, I don't have it, so shut up. It's just, I was smoking a little, my throat's a little dry. Judge yourself, Judy, okay? Okay, so, anyways, what were we talking about? You see, this is what happens. Kids, do drugs. Okay. But, okay. Anyways. So, how have you been? Because I have been, for the most part, I feel like I've been okay. I started running again this week. The first day was rough. because I hadn't been running for about a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe. And so the first day, I think I was able to just kind of get out 4 miles. And then I was like, this is good. But what I realized is at least here in New York, where cases seem to be declining and hospital admissions seem to be going down. However, deaths are still looming. I get the feeling that some people just don't. I think we are all probably got the game fucked up when it comes to certain words, because I just feel like people think social distancing. So, like I shouldn't like talk to you without a mask or whatever. And as of 8 o'clock, I believe Thursday night, or as of 8 o'clock for Friday night, it actually became illegal for you to be out in public without a mask on here in New York City. So if you are caught without a mask, or some sort of face covering, you will face fines if caught by the cops. So at any rate, I feel like people weren't really adhering to the social distancing. So I'd be running. There'd be like, like some sidewalks have one path. Some have like a double-sided path, where it's like a wider sidewalk. The area that I was running, actually happened to be around my high school. And so the high school itself per block around equals to about a mile radius. And it's the sidewalks are pretty wide. I say all that to say that I'd be running and I'm thinking to myself, okay, this sidewalk is wide, but we still need to give each other 6 feet. And I'd have people like walking up on me or like, being all close to me and shit. And I was like, well, what the fuck? Like, why aren't you guys moving over? Why aren't you guys respecting my jug, But I don't know. I think people have the whole idea of social distancing severely fucked up. But yeah, outside of that, I tried to not go to the market as many times this week. Excuse me. And so definitely making do with what I have and, just kind of reconsidering what essential actually means. I did break down and buy some eyelashes online because, listen, if you know me, then I love some lashes, and not like the chintzy strip ones, no shade, no tea, but like individuals, and I do my own install. So, all the beauty supply stores are closed, and I had to break down and order some online because, who wants to be caught out here with butt naked eyebrows? Or not eyebrows, eyelashes. Eyebrows too. My next investment is definitely getting some microblading done to my eyebrows, for sure. For sure. Absolutely. You know what? You ever just stare at yourself in the mirror? Like, just kind of stare at yourself, and just notice some things that weren't there before. Yeah. And you got to make that face, like the long one, where you're like, yeah. You know which one I'm talking about. And you're like, your mouth is kind of, face. You know what face I'm talking about. That face where you like extend out your chin, and your mouth a little bit, you raise those eyebrows and you just kind of seeing what's going on here. I'm a pore checker, stuff like that. I go off. I love it. So how you girls doing on the Nasty Girl apps? Listen, I'll tell you what. A lot of you niggas is boring. Yeah. A lot of you niggas is real boring. Like, you get on, you're not gonna what you doing me to death. Okay, that's not what's gonna happen. Like, if we on the Nasty Girl app and I'm, you know, I have gotten to the point where I feel like I've always been the type of person that could probably carry the conversation if need be. Because I think you can tell when you are talking to someone, is this someone who wants to talk, but probably doesn't really, like, they're asking you shit, they're talking to you, but it still seems awkward, so maybe you should carry the conversation. Okay, totally. I've been on both ends of the spectrum, you know what I mean? And you could tell when someone just probably needs you to carry the conversation a little bit so that y'all could actually, like, you know, not have a boring convo. Filled with, what are you doing? A word? Damn. So, where you live? Oh, okay. What you been watching? Like, cause honestly, one thing I hate, and I think a lot of people feel this way, I don't like small talk. Me and small talk, we're not really good Judies, you know? Like, a lot of times I feel like small talk is, necessary evil for sure, necessary evil, but also, like, maybe just reimagining what that looks like. Like, I don't know, at 40 years old and dating, I don't have it in me for what's your favorite color, what's the, like, I don't, oh, come on, like, like, okay. Have you ever been in for a 7:30? Like, you know, like, that's the kind of small talk that I'm having, you know? Why do your baby mamas hate you? What did you do? Once niggas start giving you the narrative that, let me give you a quick tip, right? I know we are so far in and we ain't talked about shit yet, bitch. Okay. Let me give you just a quick narrative. If you meet a nigga or you meet a bitch and all of their exes are crazy, a bitch. You know what I mean? Like, that's a thing. That's weird, dude. You know, so like it's all of them, but not you. And you know, as I minister to you, I minister to myself, okay? Because when I think about it, in light of the conversation, the pull-up that we had last week about just being strong enough to be more communicative in your relationships, and communicative in all facets of relationships, and you know, feeling confident enough and respecting yourself enough and loving yourself enough that you will protect yourself, that you will, you know, save yourself, if need be, right? Okay. Oh, Lord. I feel like I've dated a lot of, I don't feel like a lot of the guys that I've dated are crazy now that I look back on it. I think that a lot of guys that I've dated are dysfunctional, and by proxy, because we understand energy and because we understand, you know, physics and laws and spiritual gravitas as it pertains to all of that. We know that we are oftentimes surrounded by people because of the emission of energy that we're giving off, right? So, I don't know. I say all that to say that, right, okay, because you're like, girl, what? I say all that to say that Some of you niggas are boring and don't know how to carry no conversation.